Okay, guys, welcome back to House Flipper 2. Here's another day of tutorials. So, what we're basically going to do today is I don't know that I'm going to spend time on other challenges, but let's go in here and check it out, okay? We have two of them in Pinnacle now. So we have this one for this house. This is the new one. And we're just cleaning it and replacing furniture. So we could basically do that, but it's like, do I really want to spend a whole lot of time on that? And then this is the new one, because remember we finished all of these yesterday, all the Pinnacle ones. So now we've got all these new ones. This one is turning a spare room into a small gym. And new kitchen equipment. So there's like a lot more stuff that has to be done in this place. Then we also opened up the co-ops. So now if you want to, you can have your friends or other people that play House Flipper 2. Other people can join you now that actually have House Flipper 2 also. So, and you can do these co-ops basically that it's a huge recreational center. They're redoing and remodeling it, and it takes quite some time to get those done. That's why it's nice to have another person that has House Flipper 2 so they could join you and do it too. So at some point, I'll probably end up bringing one of my kids, either Purple Storm or Gravedigger, in here, and you guys will see them at some point when we do those ones. Crayfish still just has this one. So it's cleaning, refreshing the walls, replacing old furniture, and unpacking stuff. So we could potentially do a couple of those. Let's see what Old Petticoat has. Nothing else. We haven't opened another section yet, so I'm not quite sure if we have anything there. And we haven't opened up, the log cabin section and all of that either. So there's a couple different places that are going to get opened up as we keep going. So let's check our perks again, make sure we don't have anything that's kind of just out there. So we're done with the trash perk completely. We have no other perks to do when it comes to trash. It will pick up everything as fast as it possibly can. So there's a building perk that we're going to be getting, another demolishing perk. We're done with the flipper tool, which is the selling one, the little scanner that we sell and do all of that. Basically, it's going to be, now we can point it at the object. We can change the color, or we can change what it looks like or what we're wanting it to be. But I'll show you guys that more a little later. But cleaning, we're almost completely done. Painting, we're almost completely done. And surface finishes, we only have a couple more. So I think the best way to get this kind of rolling would be to we're either going to start remodeling our own place, or we can start one of these in Pinnacove. Like this one at Woodrow Foster's home could probably be an easy one to clean it and replace furniture. Is not that difficult. So, but that would help us get like our trash perks. That would help us get our cleaning perk. That would help us get a couple more perks, maybe, potentially. So I think we need to do this one at some point. So we could probably do that tomorrow. But for right now, let's go back, or I'm trying to go back. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go out of here and let's start picking some paint for in here that we want this to be. I'm gonna go with like a light beige, almost like a light sand color. And we're gonna do some outside stuff today too. So I am going to pick up the trash outside. That will help us do some more of the trash part of it. If we clean it on the outside, we'll do some outside work, a lot of outside work, and then we'll try to paint the inside today. So let's get started. So I'm gonna get me a trash bag. I'm gonna start picking up all these newspapers, all this stuff that's just junk laying in the yard. It can go bye-bye. Dead plants and stuff like that will all get they get thrown away, basically. So anything that looks dead, doesn't have a flower on it anymore, just looks, awful, we will get rid of that stuff. Okay? Because we want to start cleaning it up and making it look nice and all of that. So let's just pick up all the junk that's out here. Oh, here we go. We are on a roll now. Some of the stuff that we can do as far as throwing it away. I'm not going to do too much as far as, getting rid of the gazebo, things like that. We don't need to go that far, I think, on this renovation. But you'll notice at some point, a lot of these renos, I will literally get rid of everything, and start completely fresh. Like there wouldn't be any of this stuff back here at all. So, but we'll just start cleaning it up, making it look more invitable, less of the chaos. Okay, so we're done with that trash. So let's open this up and throw it. We're gonna close it. I am gonna get my little hands here and I'm gonna put these on the side of the house, basically. Just kind of side by side on the side of the house. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to get my little selling tool. I'm going to sell all these little papers. And then there's some bushes that didn't live. They got burnt or, like sunburnt or whatever, and they're not going to live. So we want to get rid of those out of the other plants so it doesn't spoil the other plants too. I know that's one right there, but it's being kind of temperamental. I'm going to get rid of these buckets. Not going to have buckets. No planter boxes like that. I'm probably not going to have these flowers in here, so I actually probably could just sell them all because I'm going to wind up replacing everything, getting rid of it, getting new stuff, things that I like. I'm not a rose bush fan. Don't like rose bushes much. I love lavender, but I think we'll just plant new little lavender plants. All these little baby plants we're going to get rid of. And it's like basically cleaning out the flower bed. This is being so temperamental today. I don't get it. Sometimes the controls want to work properly, and other days it's like, what is going on? So, here we go. Okay, so we got that part kind of figured out a little bit. I don't like these at all. And I don't mind the planter boxes, but I just don't like the plants that are in them. And I actually think that's like mint or something like that growing in it. So we'll probably just get something different. I feel like I just did this. Let's get rid of these. I'm gonna change the bushes around. I'm probably gonna buy a different bench. Don't like the bench. I'm not a rose garden person, so I will not have those. You will not be seeing roses in my builds. Sorry, but you won't. You guys are more than welcome to use roses. If you like them and you think they're pretty, go for it. I am not going to judge at all. I just don't like the white. I think it looks too like a wedding. Like I see white roses and I think, oh, there's a wedding going on. So it just kind of I don't like my stuff to look like I'm having a wedding. So I definitely want to get rid of that kind of stuff when I see it. Because it's every day. It's not every day you get married, but you don't have to do it every day, right? So it's important for me to just do my thing. Gonna get rid of this old stump log. What is this saying? No trespassing. Okay, we don't want a no trespassing sign in our front yard. I think that's a little bit much. And this tree is absolutely going to be different. And the mailbox is going to be way different. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this tree also. Just bear with me, guys. I'm not selling everything completely, but I am going to be a little bit... I don't know if I want that or if I just want to do like a barbecue. So let's get rid of this. Okay. So... Okay. So we need to mow the lawn. That's like a given. So let's get to mowing. Let's do that first. Okie dokie. Let's mow the lawn. Let's go up here. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with the mowing. So let's park the mower right here. Okay? For right now, we'll just kind of, let's move it like this. For now. It's a good spot for it. Okay. Now we're going to vacuum up the leaves. I don't know why they have a vacuum for leaves and stuff. I'm wondering if they will ever put rakes and things like that in this game. I know, like, if you get into wintertime and you do the lodges, there's literally snow plows and snow shovels and things that you'll use. It's kind of cool. And House Flipper 1 was good for that, too. So there we go. See anything else that needs to be done? Okay. Now let's scrub the stains out of the driveway. Ooh, look. It's right there. I thought there was another spot, but I wasn't sure. Okay, now we'll scrub. Scrub this. See if there's anything that needs cleaning on there. No. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's going to be anything on the walls that needs to be done. No. Okay, so first things first, we need to buy a couple of trees. So we're going to go into our store. Click on our store here. Okay, we're going to go in where the plant is. And we're going to click on trees. And then we're going to pick some cool trees. Now, I think the maple trees are pretty. I think these Japanese maple trees are pretty. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I think palm trees are great for like the beach when we're remodeling for beach houses. The magnolia trees are beautiful. Pine trees don't really fit Cove because it's not pine. We're not in the mountains. Cherry blossom trees are great. But you have like weeping willow trees. Then there's a lilac tree. I'm not going to do a lilac tree at all. So I think I'm just going to do your plain Jane maple tree. But I'm not going to do a very big one. I don't want it to overpower anything. So let's put it here. See how pretty that looks? Looks great. Okay. So let's do... let's see how big this one is. Yeah, I think this one's like perfect size for this. Yeah. It doesn't need to be like huge, ginormous, and overpowering. I just don't like the ones that are like that. Let's do one of these next to it. Over here. Actually, nope. We are going to do this one maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. But let's put it a little closer to there. There we go. That looks so much better. Okay, perfect. Okay, and that tree looks beautiful there. So we're good there. And this one we kept. And there's one back here, but let's do another one just like the one I planted up front, kind of right here where it's going to shade this area. I kind of want to line them up. So let's go about there. Okay. So it's shading a little bit right there because of where the sun's at. Okay, perfect. I like it. I think it's great. Okay, and I am not a fan of hedges, so I'm going to get rid of these. Not a fan of the hedges. I really am not into all that stuff. Okay, so let's mow right here so we don't have little scragglers sticking up. Okay, we got it. Make sure. Oh, we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay. Park this guy right back here again. Okay. I am going to now pick out, let's do this. Okay, so accessories is going to be the mailbox. Now we have a couple of things we can do. We can put a curb mailbox, or we can do a like where the postman has to walk up and put your mail in it. So we can do that too, which I was thinking about doing because I think that would look really cool. Um, let's see what we can do as far as what it looks like. So this house is really going to have a different look to it because it's light green door. So let's see here. I like the bronze. I do. I like that. I think that looks pretty. Let's just buy it and see what it's going to look like. No, it doesn't reflect the way we are. So we're going to have to just do the typical mailbox on the outside. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to make this one. So let's go light green for our door and all of that stuff. So I'm just going to buy this one and call it. It'll just be right here. Perfect. Perfect. Looks good. And it matches our door. Okay. Let's do this flower bed. Okay. So we want to have some shrubs. Hydrangeas are pretty. I like those. So let's buy a few of those. Let's do hydrangeas in here. I am happy with that for sure. Try our hardest here to make it look a little bit. Can do some white hydrangeas. The plants are a little too big for me. Okay, so we'll do this on this side, almost bordering it a little bit. Perfect. Looks so pretty. I'm loving that. Okay. And then we'll do some no junipers because they spread out. You know, junipers are actually a fire hazard, big time. They really are. We could try some of these. The red ones. Okay. We can do the bigger plant like this. Perfect. Looks pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm good with that. If you guys are good with that, I'm good with that. And then we will put, we want ornamental plants. So I want something tall. Sword lilies are pretty. We're not in a zone. Let's do cattails. Well, cattails is probably going to be too tall. Yeah, it's way too tall. Let's see here. I could maybe do these. That looks pretty. I mean, I think it's pretty. Put that there. And there. And there. I think that looks pretty. Yeah. Kind of gives it some structure. Okay. That looks really good. All right. So we are going to be done with that part. Now, let's see. Okay, we need some little plants. It doesn't have to be too little. But they do need to be significantly shorter. Don't want to do poinsettias because they're not going to be good yet. Ooh, the little daisies would be, or daffodils. That would be pretty. Ooh, geraniums. And look at their pink. They're so pretty. Let's do these out front like this. So we'll put these in here. Side by side. We should be able to get 4 in. Looks great. Let's do another set of 4. Like that. We're just kind of moving them around because I don't want them to not look natural. You know what I mean? If they all look uniform, then it looks too put on. Okay, those look cute. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, so let's go back here. And there's a little planter box here. But these ones, I really want to do like petunias, something along those lines. So let's do that. And we're kind of going with the light peach color because we're just going to need to. That looks so pretty. I love it. Okay. All right. So we've gotten this much done so far. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So now we're going to do shrubs. I don't want to do those, but I kind of want to do maybe these, a cylinder one on the end, and then we're going to do like a fence line maybe. So let's see if we can get this planted. So one there on the very ends. Okay. And then one here. Right? Okay. So now I want to do a fence, put a fence in. So let's see if we can do that. Nothing yet. No way of doing that just yet. Let's see here. It might be in a different section. Okay, so it's gonna be... Okay, so I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up fence. Architectural elements is where it's at, supposedly. So let's go back. That's gonna be this one. So here's our fences. And I love this. And let's do a white fence. So we're going to plant it here. It's going to go here. Come on, you can do it. Okay. I'm like, why is it being stubborn? Okay. So then we're going to go all the way to here. Okay. And then we're going to line it up with the other one, and we're going to go all the way to here. That looks so pretty. Yep, I love it. Yep, I love that. I love the way it looks. I love the idea of a fence. Yep, it looks cool. Okay. So that's going to change a lot of what the exterior is going to look like, a lot of my ideals for the house itself and how that's going to be painted. It's going to change a lot, but that's okay. All right. Now we are going to... I'm wanting to do something. Let's go back into the fences. Oh, yes, the bench. We were going to change that. And I'm thinking I want to do a white bench. I don't want to do, I mean, this is cute. It'll match the door. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. So here's the bench, okay, that we had before. So there we go. Okay. Now, the problem I'm having is that changing this, I don't want to sell it. I may have to sell it. I have to sell it. I have to sell those too. But that's okay because we can get them back. Don't worry. Don't freak out on me here, guys. Don't freak out yet. Okay. Maybe they're in here. Let's go down to construction. Yep, there they are. Okay, so we had a gazebo back there, right? I don't know that I want that big gazebo there. I'm thinking along the lines of something like this or one of these, which is like a garden deck. Of course, naturally, your thoughts, everyone, but I think this would look really cool, and we could put lawn chairs and a table in there, and it would look so cool. But we can also do the garden pavilion if you guys want to. But I just feel like it's taking up so much space. Because we could just do like a swing. Now, hear me out. Before everybody starts going ballistic. I like that. So I like the white, but I don't like the blue in it. So this blue detail is not going to be working for me. So let's buy that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to put it kind of back here. Yeah, just like that, right next to this little thing. It's like a little shed. We're going to delete it, but it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to delete this too. Okay. And I think we'll do something like this. I love the colors once again, but I think we're going to go with white. And instead of it being that way, I think I'm going to go this way with it. What do you think? Or maybe we could go this way, I guess, since we already have the fence. We could go this way, and then we could put... It's because of the tree. Let's put it there and see what we're looking at. See, I like that. I like that so much better. And then we'll put the swing inside here. Okay. And we'll put the swing here. That looks awesome. I like it so much better than that big gazebo. And then we can kind of doctor this up. So let's get some shrubs and things like that that we can put right next to the edges of this. So let's get a hazel bush. We'll put hazel bushes kind of right here, here, right here. Kind of like makes it look nice. Put a couple of them around this tree too. So the hazel bushes kind of cover up that look. And then put a Japanese quincy over here maybe. Nah. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay. We have really tall ones. Okay, so I'm loving this. Maiden grass. And then I'm loving these trees. I'm loving these birds of paradise plants. I think that would be awesome too. Why does it keep doing that to me? I don't understand. Okay, so let's do the birds of paradise. These ones right here on this side. And then we'll put them kind of on the corner here, like that. Okay. And then here, we're going to do this taller grass, maybe on this side, kind of close to the swing, just to give it some depth. And let's see here. These are rose trees, rose bushes. I'm not fond of those. Let's see if we can do something with this. Maybe can make that look kind of cool. Yeah, that looks good. I just don't want it overpowering too much, but I don't want it like just sitting there either. Okay, so we're gonna do, let's go back in here, leisure and play. So that's gonna have, let's do a barbecue out here, a charcoal grill. That looks so nice. We're going to do this kind. Okay. And we're going to put it kind of under the tree here. So by this stuff. All right. That looks so good. Okay. So we're good there. Barbecuing and all. Okay. And then we're going to have some lights. So let's get a couple lights put in. I can't tell if I need to. That looks good. And then we'll do another one on the very end over here too. Same thing. And we'll put it right here. So we have some light around it. And then we're going to put these little lights, these like little stake lights. They can go in this, yeah, we're doing the brown. But they can go, they're like little, what do you call them? Like solar lights. Yeah, and we'll just kind of place them. In our little garden here. Okay, those are all on. That looks kind of cool, huh? Okay, then we're gonna put a light on the house. And we'll do one of these like this. And turn that on. That's a porch light. Okay. Then out here, it's going to be a little different. We're going to have maybe these. Maybe some tall ones towards the back. This has got to be copper or bronze, like we like. Okay. So I'll put a couple lights just kind of hiding back here. Turn it on. So we have the place kind of lit up a little bit. Let's do some shorter ones now. We'll do those around like the tree. Let's do the bronze. We're going to do one here. Turn that on. We're going to do one here. Turn it on. So it kind of lights that up for us. One right here. One right here. Okay. So now we've got some lighting in that area. Okay. And then I'm going to put let's go to the home page and do seats. Okay, so usually it's, what do they call it? Furniture like this. Like for your porches and stuff like that. So that's kind of what the gist I'm going for, but I really want it to match what we're doing. So I'm going to do this. Like this, okay? Okay. Okay. And then we'll put a tiny little table maybe between the two. Like a little table. Let's see. Good with the white, but I don't want the black. No custom colors. I want materials. It's going to be metal, and it's going to be copper. Just like we would like it. Oh, shoot. Okay. I thought this was going to be... Okay, so forget that. Forget it. I thought we were going to be able to do something totally clever there. It looks like not. I'm thinking what would be the smallest. Maybe we don't need one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put one then. It's just not, doesn't look grandiose. But there's some chairs out there and it looks really pretty. So we're good there. So once the sun comes up, we'll be able to see it a lot better. But this looks great so far.
I did the math.
So give me a second, guys.